subscribe, and if you're old, welcome back. My name is Megan. Today I'm going to be doing a story time of my sister who passed 2 years ago. I'm going to be telling you about the surgery she went through. What?
Did you say it was like 5 years ago?
Okay, correction. 5-6 years ago. It was in October of 2013. So, Michelle had this headache / migraine that she couldn't get rid of. She started throwing up. Michelle's boyfriend broke up with her before she went into the hospital just because he thought that she was faking it. Well, he also thought it was just because she didn't want to go to work. So Michelle calls her best friend at the time to take her to the hospital. As soon as they got her settled, they started running tests, like blood tests, a urine test, CT scan, MRIs and x-rays to find out what was wrong and why she was throwing up and everything. And they found out that Michelle had a brain tumor. They think that she... Anyway. So they found out that she had a brain tumor. I just said that. Sorry, guys. They took her in for a biopsy, and they found out that it was not cancerous, which was a good thing. So before her second surgery, I'd come down, or up, I don't know, from Clare, where I lived at the time, my hometown. I came to Flint, Michigan, and I came to visit her before her second surgery to see if they could remove it. And when I was sitting in the room with her, she looked like she had eaten in days. I was sitting in the window crying. My Aunt Beth, who I'd never met, and my cousin Kelly came in while I was sitting with my Aunt Julie. And they both also started crying. And my cousin Erin was there with me too. And I ended up staying the night in case Michelle didn't make it through the surgery because she had a 50% chance of living and a 50% chance of dying. And I had only gotten like 3 hours of sleep that night because I stayed up worrying because I'm a worry wart. And because of this recliner, so it's like a big blue recliner at the hospital, and I had to sleep in that. It was the most uncomfortable chair I've ever slept in. Anyway. And plus the nurses kept coming in every hour to check on Michelle, check her vitals, and her heart rate, and oxygen. So, where I left off, my camera stopped running. They came down to get her at 6 that morning from her room. and they took her down to the ICU at 6 a.m. I got up and told her that I loved her and that that basically goodbye. And I sat back down in the blue recliner chair that I had talked about. Crying, and I started crying, and I hid my face so Michelle couldn't see me crying from the bed that she was laying in. She was still asleep. And then me and my Aunt Julie got ready and we went down to the ICU to say goodbye to her before her surgery. My mom got there close to the surgery and gave me a big hug and told me she loved me. And after the surgery, I found out that Michelle didn't get all of her tumor removed and that she would only have 10 years to live if she didn't get it all removed. They only removed about 75% of it. And she would have to go to a specialist to see a surgeon that could remove the rest of it. I don't remember why they couldn't remove it all. I think it was because it was attached to her brain stem. Or some important organs. Michelle had to make the decision on what she wanted to do. I felt very nervous and was about to cry till this day, or till that. At that time, she never made a decision before she passed. She stopped doing her physical therapy in my junior year going into my sophomore year on spring break. We got a call when I was sitting at my mom's house, and they told us that her oxygen levels were only at 60%, which isn't good, and a lung had collapsed. And they rushed her to the emergency room in an ambulance. She died on a table 3 times that night. They resuscitated her, and from that point on, she was pretty much wheelchair bound. We had put her in a nursing home the summer before because we couldn't physically take care of her, my family. Because after her surgery, she became paralyzed from the neck down, her shoulders down. She had partial movement in one of her hands. And yeah. So, and then going into my junior year of high school, I would call Michelle almost every day, see how she was doing, and I could tell she was regressing. And some days when you seen her, she didn't remember who you were or why you were there. She would revert back to baby talk quite a bit. And I would get text messages from her dad at the time saying she's unresponsive. She has kidney failure. So on and so forth. She just kept getting sick on and off. I spent that whole summer before my junior year with her. And we had become really close, and so around December, I had just went home from Thanksgiving break. I'd seen her on Thanksgiving, spent it with my Aunt Julie and everything, and I was planning on coming back to see her for Christmas. Well, that didn't work out. She'd passed December 20th of 2014. She wasn't doing good. So, yeah. And that is the story of what happened to my sister Michelle. If you guys have been through something like this, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!